All right, here it is. We've got my Arduino with the microcontroller with the code on it, hooked up to its own power supply. I've got my new relay. The old relay did not work with the 12-volt supply. I'll go back and explain that here in a little bit, but I want to demo it first. And I got it tied in with the solenoid, hooked up to the cylinder. It's got its own power supply for the 12 volts, and I've already got my air running to it from the compressor over there. So let's flip the switch and see what it does. It should flip once a second. The code on the microcontroller should flip that relay once a second, which will make this cylinder automatically fire without having to test it. Okay, here we go. Boom! Look at that. That is exactly what I was trying to do. Okay, so perfect. Okay, so the thing about this relay here, I ordered this kit, which is an amazing kit, you know, for what it's for. It comes with all these little pieces. This is a great kit for learning, but it's not quite as practical for what I was trying to do here. So I had to order this relay separate. This is a separate Arduino. I learned a lot from this kit, and I can still learn a lot more from it. I highly recommend it if you've got the time. The thing is, I'm a freelance web developer, so I'm used to working with startups, and we really just have to get to the point real quick. We don't have the time and the money to just go back to school and learn everything perfect. So kind of what we do is we'll do a proof of concept, which is what I consider this to be. This is a proof of concept. So this is not production ready by any stretch of the imagination. All this does is prove that something is possible and that it might be practical. So now what I'm going to do is learn enough about it to make it practical, and then when it reaches the point where we want to scale it, that's when I go back to school and learn all the math behind it, learn all the physics behind it, just comprehensively understand the science that powers it. That's when I go back to that. That's where you go back when you want to scale. That's when you want to go back and pick up every little efficiency that you can. But for right now, we got a tight deadline. Halloween is like just a few months away, and we're trying to prove a concept. So I ordered this relay off of Amazon that already did everything that I spent all those hours on that breadboard with all those components, which was great. It worked, and then we ran into a problem. So I just had to find the quickest, most straightforward path to where we wanted to be, and $5 or $8 for a pack of relays saved me hours. So that's just how we work, and I'm excited. Now I've got to build an Android app that will fire this remotely from a button on a user interface on a mobile device, and that's what I'm doing this weekend. Now we got this out of the way, I don't have to fool with it, and it's reasonable to think that I could build the first version of the Android app this weekend using Ionic framework, which is dope. I'm going to go back and explain that in the video. I can't wait. I'm excited. There it is.